Alright, hello everyone. We are back, hole number 9. And what have I been doing? I've been getting it up here quite a ways. Why don't we just do the same thing? I really don't feel any need to lay up here at all, so that's why you kind of see me not really giving you guys a shot. If you do need to see one, you can go to my pro. It's not going to be very different than expert, so that will give you a good layup technique. But with a nice crosswind, in my opinion, it's going to be a hard shot. Maybe not the best thing to go for. Clear out one more chest because I'm probably going to win. We're going for the win. We're going to get it. So what I've been basically doing is a full curl. This is a money wind. I'd love to have had some gloves for that. That must be pushing 14. It's an awesome wind. So I'm going to aim for very centered in the fairway. So you can see kind of where I'm putting my target. That's to anticipate more than anything, very centered land zone here. So great ball right. Hopefully I'm not very close to the edge and that great ball didn't cost me. Nope, I'm not. Man, I was just here earlier today. What did I say? 4 per? I think I said 4 per. So I've been here. I believe I said 4 per. I believe it was very spot on. So we already have the adjustment. So this is one of those things that you can just kind of use to your advantage. Knowing that that's 4 per ring. And like I said, that great ball probably, cost me a little bit. You can see what I'm trying to do. I can also kind of keep on a topspin. But let me just say, had I had a globe and a POC 7, for example, I could probably, my wind was more than 13.3. It was very close to the max, for sure. And I think I could top spin it up through there, and especially seeing my opponent roll it into the bunker. I think I could roll it up through that little passageway up to the second part of the fairway up here. So how sweet would that be? So, okay, so we did play this shot earlier today. If you guys want to check that one out, we're going to do very similarly here. First, I'm going to just try to anticipate the wind a little bit. Just on the hop, the way that it's going to hop sideways. Additionally, I remember saying maybe 3.75 somewhere in there in terms of a ring adjustment. So, maybe 2.5 rings here. Now it's a great. I think I great balled it. I think I great balled it left this morning. Now I great balled it right, and you can see, it was probably maybe the only reason that I missed both of those. So it's going to come down to perfect ball. And like I said, a couple times you guys are going to be able to really hone in on some of those adjustments. And you can see, in my opinion, getting it way over to the right has its advantages. You can see how much straighter the wind gets. So if I were you, I would, really try to force that ball over to the right, kind of like you see me doing. I'd rather be there than have more of a crosswind. And you can see with a big wind like this, we can get way up here. This guy with a globe almost got, he outdrove the fairway. So you'd have to lay off of it. A berserker ball, I could have been right up in that fairway, but with hitting it to the right like I did, I hit it on the right on the drive and then the second shot as well. But if I was able to, hone in on that, hit a perfect ball, or maybe a great ball left, probably hold the fairway there, and getting it back to the right is going to really give you a better straight in angle for the pitch, increase the likelihood that we make it. So just something to think about. So this hole's going to be virtually death, especially with a globe. So I'm going to base my decision based on where this ball goes. I mean, if this is, super close coming out of the bunker, then I'm also going to do the same thing. But I might as well shot copy some rings. So there's 5. There's almost 10, I believe. 11. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough rings. We'll see. Oh my God, it almost hit the water and then almost went in. Oh, jeez. So, I don't have to worry about fried egg in it anymore. But like I said, I had a feeling that would be a under adjustment. It was. I feel confident that even if I fried egg this, that I'm going to win. So I'm just going to go for it like this. I'm not going to land it super short like you just saw happen. And that's the only reason that it projected as far as it did. I'm going to do better with the ring adjustment. So I might go 11 rings, but it's because my win's 11. He played it more min club. Makes no sense to do that. The distance and the shot arc, it's going to play very similar to the max club, just like you would have had in, tour play. So this is going to play very similarly. So that's one of the common misconceptions that I think you guys should be careful of. Don't ever think min club berserker is like min club, especially when we're talking about snipers, woods, stuff like that, drivers. It's just not going to be that way. It's still going to play very much like, max club typically. So never get too trapped on, being right at min club on a berserker. Chances are, you're not at min club. It's still playing more like, it always has. So just keep that tip in mind. I think you'll have better success if you do. With that being said, though, hopefully you guys found these expert guides helpful. And at the very least, hopefully you guys are honing in on those shots and giving yourself a good chance to make the eagles, get the albatrosses. So, I wish you guys luck and, be on the lookout for some other content. This is pretty much going to wrap me up for expert. There's nothing else that I'm going to put out for you guys in expert. I don't even think I'm going to run an expert account. So that should just basically tell you that, my work here is done. So, wish you guys luck and be on the lookout if you have master account, pro accounts, whatever. I might not, I don't think I'm going to put out any more pro content. Probably do one more master's guide. So be on the lookout for some of my future stuff to come and see you guys later.